Of course, you can create and manage all of your resources from the Azure portal, the web UI for Azure. But some administrators prefer to use command line tools. These command line tools are available either from your desktop directly on your computer or from the cloud itself. Within the browser, we have access to command line tools as well. If you want to use Windows PowerShell to manage your subscription in Azure, you need to install the Azure modules within Windows PowerShell. What I have here on the left-hand side in my Windows PowerShell command is the command to install the Azure modules into Windows PowerShell. I'm running Windows PowerShell as an administrator, so you'll have to right-click on Windows PowerShell and say Run as Administrator in order to be able to run that command successfully. Once you install the modules, you can use all the PowerShell commands to connect to your Azure subscription. Of course, you'll have to authenticate first by using the connect-az account commandlet, and you'll be prompted to enter your username and password. Other administrators prefer to use the CLI or the command line interface. If you come from more of a Linux background or you're more familiar with CLI, you'll be wanting to use the Azure CLI. And again, you can use it directly from your computer using your command line interface, your regular command prompt. But you'll have to install, once again, the latest release of the Azure CLI. What I have here is the link to the Azure CLI, and I can then click on that and install it on my computer. Once I've installed the Azure CLI, which I've actually done already because it takes a little bit of time, directly from within my command prompt window, I can just run my Azure CLI commands, and I can run here az login to actually sign in to my Azure portal. And by typing that command, a browser window opens up. It prompts me to sign in to Azure, and it's done. I'm logged in successfully as the command tells me right here. Once that's done, I can go back here to my window and run all of my commands directly from this command line window. And as I mentioned before, we can also do this directly from the browser. So what I'm going to do now is open up the Azure portal in order to connect to the Azure Cloud Shell. So now I'm back in the Azure portal, and I'm going to open up the Azure Cloud Shell by clicking on this icon right here. The Azure Cloud Shell will once again give me both options. It will give me the option of using PowerShell commands or using the CLI. So by default here, it's opening up with PowerShell. And here I am in the Azure PowerShell, so I can type any PowerShell commandlet. For example, get az resource group, and I see all the resource groups in my subscription. If I want to be a little bit more detailed, I can do get az resource group dash name, and then specify RG1, the latest resource group that I created. And it's just going to return that resource group. So in PowerShell, I can use my get commands to retrieve information, my set commands to modify information, update commands, test commands, save commands. There are many of those. There are actually thousands of PowerShell commandlets I can use in Azure. I urge you to get familiar with PowerShell. It allows you to really expand the way that you manage your infrastructure. Now remember that I can do the same thing here with Bash using the CLI. So I'm just going to switch over to Bash, and now I can use my various CLI commands in order to retrieve information. For example, here I can do an AZ network, VNet, and list command, which should list all of the virtual networks that are in my subscription. And here I see many virtual networks that exist here, as well as all of their parameters. All of these CLI commands start with AZ. If you want to have or find a specific command, you use the AZ find command to find commands. And for example, here, AZ find network will show me some networking commands and so on. So there's a lot of commands also that are available for the CLI, and I urge you to become familiar with it and use one or the other. It really makes little difference except to what you are familiar with and what you prefer to use in order to manage your resources in Azure.